It is better that I laugh first before I proceed on this one. And that kind of laughter that speaks volume, the kind of laughter that says a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Uh, when he was warned, he didn't listen, he kept on. In fact, this same man refused to listen to the wise words of his father. Some call it proverbs, some call it adage. Yeah, he refused. He said that he is now a man and that he is the Odogu. He said he can do and undo. In fact, he said that he is the Alpha and the Omega. He said there is nobody, no one out there that can match up or match with him, that he knows so much and he knows too much. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about no other than y'all Edochie. At times, I'm tempted to think his name is Unitide. Oh my God! Oh my God! At times, when you look at Yul Edochie's manifestations, it makes you laugh. And during that journey of finishing your laughter, you become sad. And where is the sadness coming from? It is coming from that part of you that connects to that thing that connects to Yul Edochie, to human beings. Like, what makes a human being fall from grace to grass? What exactly is this thing that will make a grown-up man? I'm using the word grown-up now. I mean, it was a journey before he arrived. How can a man get to 40 and then begin the journey that he should have done when he was 18, 19, 20? Is it that Yul Edochie did not have the opportunity of having multiple girlfriends? The one you kiss in the morning, the one you kiss in the afternoon, in the night. Oh, well, what exactly is this thing? Well, I don't need to dwell on that. So the update is this. Yul Edochie wants to return back. Today is saying this, tomorrow is saying that. Now he runs his mouth here and there. But there is this very instructive and very important update from May Edochie's legal team. And I'm going to break it down to you guys. But before we proceed, please like and share. Tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you. To those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon and the dollar sign in the middle of it, may God Almighty, in His infinite mercy, bless you. May your pockets never run dry. If you also want to be a part of this, you can as well tap on the same button. Now I'm going to read it. The case of a woman who refused to be forced into polygamy. The man is from Anambra State. The wife is also from Anambra State. They had been married for 20 years. They have 4 children. They live in Lagos, same as Yul Edochie. The man is a businessman. He's into trading. In fact, I'll call him a trader. He's doing well in his business. The woman has been a housewife or stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom for most of the years they had been married. However, 2 years ago, she insisted that they should start a business, that she would want to start a business. She now has a small mini shop in the market, a store in the market. They married under the customs, meaning the native customs and law, native law and customs. So the man could get a second wife without violating the law. Now, I want you guys to understand how it works. It has been in practice for a long time. Polygamy is not something that we are crucifying Yul Edochie for. No, not at all. The only reason Yul Edochie has been on our lips is for three things. One, grace on May. It worked in our favor. Two, Yul Edochie brought himself out there publicly. He kept updating us. He kept pressing on our neck, our legs. When we became discomfited or we couldn't take it anymore, we decided to lash back. And you know, when social media lashes back at you, I'll give you this adage. One person can cook for a village, but if the whole village cook, can you finish it? That is the question. That is the issue. That is what Yul Edochie is going through now. He cooked. He gave it to us. We dealt with it. We ate it because we can. But now we have prepared maggots. I'm taking it from what his father said. I went to pick a wood infested with maggots. We are cooking him lizards. We are cooking him all of this. And Yul Edochie can't finish it. He has to. So, the native law and customs in Africa, if you get married via the native law and customs, you can marry as much as you want because the native law and customs permits, it is not bigamy, permits, accepts, agree to a man getting married to more. So the third, as I was saying, is the rule of engagement. Even at that, customs, native law and customs, there is something called rule of engagement. You just don't force a total stranger. You just don't bring your wife's friend home and say, now she's going to be our second woman. You know, you decide to bring in battle. That you are permitted to marry a second woman does not mean that you don't apply your mind to it. You should. You know, there are men that do these things. They go to bring their friend wife home as second wife, and they expect to have a peaceful home, and also they expect that their children will grow healthy. Stupidity of the highest order. So let's proceed on this one. So the man could get a second wife without violating the law. However, the fact that your husband did not marry you under the Marriage Act does not mean you have agreed to polygamy. The Marriage Act is what they call the court wedding. It only means that he will not be committing bigamy if he marries a second wife, but your consent is needed before he can bring his second wife. I want you guys to take note of that word. Consent means I agree. Forcing it on that individual means divorce. Many men think that once they have avoided marrying under the Marriage Act, they are free to marry a second wife any day they like. No way. If you want to marry a second wife, there are two obstacles you may have. Obstacle one, for those who are thinking of polygamy, listen. For those who are trying to be like Yul Edochie, listen. Second wife is a crime if you are married under the Marriage Act. So you may be committing the crime of bigamy. In that case, the law is your obstacle, like what is happening to Yul Edochie. Obstacle two, your first wife may object to a second wife. If she objects, you cannot bring a second wife into the house you occupied with her. And you cannot throw the first wife out so that the second wife will come in. The law will not allow you to do that. You see? Now, if you're now married under the customs, like I was saying, and you now think that you can do and undo, apart from this that I've just read out, which is the legal team of May talking to Edochie so that he can put himself together and stop wasting time. So the story still goes. This man traveled to the village last 2 months, married a second wife. He felt he had no problem doing this because he did not marry under the Marriage Act. However, when his wife heard that her husband was getting married to a second wife in their village in Anambra State, that's the southeast of Nigeria, for those who are not from Nigeria, that's the southeast, those are the Igbos. She came over to Mary's legal team and told them about it. She said, I will not be part of a polygamy. I don't care whether the law allows him to do that or not. I just won't be part of it. I am leaving the marriage. I need custody of my children and I want him to pay child support. That was clear. She didn't want to be in a polygamy. She moved out to a new apartment with her children, filed papers to court to stop her husband from harassing. Documents were prepared to stop the man from harassing the woman. That's it. Now, as a man with money, they knew he could go and pay the police, and the police could start harassing the woman. So they also filed papers in court specifically to block the police from interfering in a family dispute. Initially, when the man returned to Lagos, he was bold and was defending his actions, speaking of his right to marry a second wife. He spoke of his Igbo customs, their right to polygamy. Well, the legal team pressed on. The woman's message was clear. Just as you think you have right to marry a second wife, she has a right to divorce you. She has right not to want to set her eyes on you again. Enjoy your rights and let her enjoy her own rights. After 1 month without the woman yielding, the man has to face reality. It is only a woman that doesn't know her rights that will allow you to drag her into polygamy. It's as simple as that. You see? So if you have your right to polygamy, a woman also has a right to divorce you, to say enough is enough. I do not want to be part of this. That's the truth of it. I don't want to be part of this. I don't know you anymore. You see? Simple as A, B, C. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. Desist from coming close to me. She has a right too to stop being your wife. And once that comes to an end, you have no right to her anymore. Only your children pay child support and get your visiting time with your kids. That's the end of it. Nothing more, nothing less.